See how this looks.
Beast Philanthropy is a charity I started with the goal of feeding as many people as possible. So I got this warehouse, filled it with a ton of food, and partnered with Darren to feed people in need. Only problem is all that stuff costs a ton of money to run. Before I started this Beast Philanthropy channel, I had put over $500,000 into this charity. And it
Okay, that's an achievement right there. I mean, especially for something that I believe has only been out for what, like a year now? I don't remember the exact amount of time frame, but I know for a fact this hasn't been out a very long time, and that's an amazing. I mean, granted, Mr. Beast has been well known amongst all of his other channels, so the fact that he had the money to do this in such a short amount of time shouldn't be surprising, but it's still an amazing feat nonetheless.
just wasn't sustainable for me to fund the charity forever, which is exactly why we created the Beast Philanthropy YouTube channel. And we are taking 100% of the money from this channel and funneling it into the Beast Philanthropy charity. Beast Philanthropy is literally funded by your eyeballs, not even joking. And because the Beast Philanthropy YouTube channel has started doing really well, we've been able to expand and routinely feed 5 different communities every single month. We are literally...
Now that right there, the fact that, alright, so because he's dedicating this entire channel to just Beast Philanthropy, or philanthropy as he was suggesting, it's really quite amazing that he's actually capable of, well, just re-scoping everything and funneling it all into just this. And then he lets us know, like, something I would love to do. Like, my channel. I would really love to be able to do Jack Slate 999 is basically this scale. Like, that would be amazing. If I could do something philanthropic with my channel, that would be amazing. But this is a fantastic, this is an excellent display.
Putting over 100,000 pounds of food into the hands of the people who need it the most. And to show you guys just how big of an impact your eyeballs are making, I want to run you guys through everything Beast Philanthropy accomplished in the month of June, because it's pretty insane. Our first food drive this month was on June 3rd. We visit this community twice a month and we pack over 3,500 meals and take it to this local elementary school. And the beauty of this food drive is it's super convenient. Instead of picking your kids up from school and then having to drive 20 minutes to a food drive and drive back, we literally just do the food drive at the school. Darren also has a story about this community.
So the first time we went to go talk to the teachers at the school, we found 3 kids. They were siblings, and the 3 of them had shared 1 hot dog the day before. That was all they got to eat the whole day.
The second Darren found out about that, of course we were going to start helping them. And now let's jump over to June 5th to our second community, which you might recognize from this video. And on this day, we packaged over 1,000 boxes of food.
So I'm actually really excited that he does that on a regular basis. So being able to reference your own previous material, but basically giving a self-promoted boost, but it's something that's good. It's not like it's not like he's being boastful. He's actually just glad to show you that he has that accomplishment. So he decided to show it, and that to me is beautiful. All right.
Containing around 14,000 meals. And also 50,000 cookies because Malad came out of nowhere and just gave me them.
The food pantry that had been servicing them for 29 years was going out of business. We had to help them.
The Beast Philanthropy YouTube channel also gained 120,000 subscribers off that video.
And I gained about 120 pounds of weight.
Let's see if we can gain more off this video. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. What, do you just hate feeding people? Now let's jump over to June 9th to our third community, which is another food pantry that asked us to help out.
This food pantry has been feeding a whole bunch of people, but they're in a facility that is shutting down. They need a little bit of help processing and making the boxes.
Basically, we packaged around 5,000 meals and gave it to them to help distribute. And the thing that's unique about this community is they serve a lot of...
That sounds like he's branching out to help other, I would say failing companies, but I don't know the whole story. But it sounds like he's pulling an Elon Musk right here and just starting to branch out to all these other companies that could use some help, and he's willing to basically lend a helping hand, making it bigger and better. That's some good community building. You're doing a good job, Jimmy. I really appreciate this.
Senior citizens, like Darren. And on June 12th, we visited our 4th community. This was actually our first time going there.
It's a very centrally located community, and we think that this one has the potential to become one.
Okay, so I got to take a moment, just to take one quick moment. this all looks basic. Like, this isn't lavish, this isn't amazing, this isn't really big. This is just a single truck from looks of it. Granted, I don't know if this is all of it, but he's got this one truck, some basic tents. Granted, they are his colors. I will give him that. He is promoting the colors of Mr. Beast. But this simple setup is all that it starts with. Literally, that's all you have to start with. And he's proving, Mr. Beast, Jimmy, you are proving that this is happening, that you're able to start out small with something so heavy, a great concept, starting out small. I've got to see where this goes.
Located community, and we think that this one has the potential to become one of our biggest communities.
Basically, we packed up around 6.
Notice how I'm pointing out something that is incredibly small, something that is incredibly simple, and they just admitted that that's probably going to be the biggest thing. It always starts out with the small, one tiny pebble, and it grows into this massive, well, mountain of a story. I love that.
1,000 meals, loaded them up on the trucks, and gave them out to anyone who needed some food. Now, I know this video might be getting a little repetitive because we're literally talking about giving away food over and over again. I don't know how actually interesting that is. So we're going to take an explosion break.
Of course.
And then on June 22nd, we visited our 5th community, the Boys and Girls Club, which is basically an after-school enrichment program in underserved communities.
We brought this community 1,000 meals in this day, and you might also remember that this is one of the centers that we gave a whole bunch of laptops to a couple of videos ago.
On top of that, one of the cool things about this food drive is I can just walk around and say hi to all the kids, and they just freak out. And if you thought packaging those thousands of boxes of food and serving all 5 of those communities in a single month was crazy, we actually serve each of those communities twice a month, and we give them enough food to last them 2 weeks. So even though we support 5 communities, we're actually doing 10 food drives every single month. Darren, break down how it works.
Break it down?
Oh, wow.
I meant never mind.
When Jimmy asked me to open up a food pantry, I took a look at it and I realized that the food pantries only service one community, and that's just not big enough for Mr. Beast. We decided that we were going to set up a central location where we'd pack the boxes, we'd load them on trucks, and we're going to send the trucks out every day. And following this model, we should be able to service 20 to 40 communities out of this warehouse alone. June was out of this world for our charity.
You know what else is out of this world?
What?
Space! Come on in, Chris.
Hey, I'm an astronaut.
I'm gonna cut to the chase. This video is sponsored!
Woo! By space!
No, Omaze. Who is running a sweepstakes that can literally take you to space.
I can go to space?
That's right, if you head over to omaze.com/MrBeast and donate $10, you'll be entered for a chance to win 2 seats on a Virgin Galactic flight to space.
That sounds amazing.
Amazing. You and
Okay, so Omaze, if I'm not mistaken, that's not Bezos, not Musk. Who's the Branson? I think his name is. The other guy's name's Branson. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like Richard Branson or something like that. I just remember seeing that recently, and it's another billionaire. But that was actually so he's offering through Omaze a trip for 2. Interesting.
And literally anyone you want can go float in space.
Look at him go!
Also get a private tour Spaceport America from Richard Branson himself.
Yep.
Conveniently,
Okay,
I have
yep,
Richard Branson right here. Tell us what you think, Richard.
I'm Richard Branson.
The best part is every donation supports Space for Humanity, which is a non-profit that wants to take humanity to space. The deadline to enter is August 31st at midnight, so head over to omaze.com/MrBeast if you haven't already. And all the money I just made off this Omaze brand deal you just heard is going straight into our food pantry and getting the food directly in the hands of people that need it. So thank you, Omaze, for sponsoring this video and giving us money to run our food pantry. Since we started the Beast Philanthropy charity, we've given away over 500,000 pounds of food, and I hope in a few years that number's over $1 billion, because why not?
Oh my God.
And that's why I need you guys to watch these videos, because without the views, this is impossible. And finally, it's June 29th, and this is our last delivery of the entire month. It's been a wild month. What'd you think of it?
It's been a good month. We've got a lot of people fed this month, and we're going to get even more fed next month.
Thank you so much for watching this channel. Let's change the world.
Okay, I've got to admit that this right here is like, it's good marketing. I absolutely love the fact that Jimmy was so capable of making something. Right now I'm at 5 minutes and 20 seconds out of 5 minutes and 26 seconds. So I've only got 6 seconds left of this video, and I have to admit I am blown away. I want to keep rewatching, because just like put it on repeat if I could, but I don't think that'll work for the YouTube algorithm. I think it's only possible if you have like several accounts all set up, like have a series of computers and just have them all playing on repeat for like 5, 6 times in a row. Can't do nothing like what Jimmy does on his other channel and watches the same video over and over and over again. It doesn't work that same way, I believe. But if I wish I could just have a slew of computers that could all have a different account from a different business or a different perspective, like stuff that I would get into, basically. Like I want to open up different brands, different companies, and because it's all directly related to me, I would love to be able to subscribe to each and every one of them, to each and every one of Jimmy's account or Mr. Beast's related content, and just put it on repeat. This is just amazing. It's beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for inspiring others. Thank you for inspiring me. For sponsorship inquiries, if you're a brand that wants to help change the world, email sponsorship. Okay. All right, that's awesome too. So it's the last thing that he says. He's straight up letting you know that you can straight up sponsor him. It's call for help. It's a great call to action, but you just want to do it. It's awesome.